ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where my mom's at podcast with Christina P.
ChristinaPOnline.com. Come see me, Chicago, Park West Theater in April. Turner Hall Balls Room in Milk Jockey, Wisconsin. One night in Charlestown, West Virginia. I can't see the dates because this thing is plugging it, but it's sometime in May.
May 13th.
May 13th. Comedy Works in downtown Denver, Colorado in September. And then that's it. Also, if you haven't already, buy my lipstick. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be glamorous like me? Do you want to... This is from Italy, Ryan Sickler. I made this in fucking Italy.
I've said it before, and I'm going to say this again. That is Rihanna level shit.
Wow.
That's Rihanna level shit. I am beyond proud of you.
Thanks, bro.
Your own fucking lipstick.
And can I tell you something? It sells out time and time again, and we just restocked. So if you want it, the time is now, my friends. ChristinaPOnline.com. Now, with me, my oldest and dearest friend. I've known you for a million years.
I'm getting emotional about it because I'm thinking about Tangier to fucking lipstick.
Stop. Let's not. But first, tell everybody what you got going on before we get into it.
Yes. Please. Where's my camera? Where's me right here? Please. I just got out of the hospital and almost died. Go watch my fucking special, please.
You really
all right?
did.
It's free. All right, it's
true
free.
Story.
It's called Lefty's Son. It's available on my YouTube now. Please subscribe. Go watch it.
Yeah.
And then come see me on tour. I'll be out in Fort Wayne, Indiana, May 26th and 27th. I'll be in Tacoma, Washington, June 23rd and 24th. Appleton, Wisconsin, July 7th and 8th. And I'll be in Tulsa the 21st and the 22nd of July. Go watch my special. Thank you for having me.
Thank God.
It's my first special.
I can't believe this. Lefty's son.
Yeah, and this is the asshole that gave me this stupid ass genetic blood disorder I have. Look, I said this before, and I'm going to say it again too. And I'm going to say it when I see your husband. You guys have put this sickle cell thing out into the universe for so long that I end up having a white person's version of sickle cell.
So hold on. For the people that don't know, your name is Ryan Sickler. So your nickname with us for the last 20 years has been Sickle Cell.
It has. Unfortunately, it has. And, you know, any good man or woman doesn't give themselves a nickname. So I, of course, didn't pick that myself.
Of course not.
But I've leaned into it. Even when we did the home run derby thing for the Crab Feast, I put Sickle Cell on the back of my shirt. And then for the longest home run I hit, whatever distance that was, I donated that amount in dollars to the Sickle Cell Foundation.
Sickle cell anemia.
Because of you assholes.
Good.
Cost me money. So I end up finding out a few years ago, I'm sitting in a movie, I'm watching Star Wars, and I feel my legs are like itchy. And I'm rubbing my thighs. And I could feel my veins through my jeans. So so I call the hospital. I could feel them like a topographical map.
Stop it. Because you're that, wow.
That's how, I didn't know what was going on. So I called the hospital and they said, you're clotting. You need to get here right away. And I was like, oh, this is what's happening? Oh. So I had kidney stones and I was on bed rest. And then this happens. And I keep going. They tell me, no, you're fine. I end up finding out I have this genetic blood disorder. And everyone in the family has to be tested. It only was from my dad, and I'm the only person that got it. And it's called Factor V Leiden, and it just means your blood is thicker. And I have, and it's
the white person's.
It is. It's genetically, and it's through the white European countries, the Italies, and all that.
How
bullshit.
did we know? I feel like we knew on some unconscious level.
Y'all gave you manifested a fucking blood disease in me.
We got to change your nickname.
I really have.
You got to change your nickname to Factor 5.
I mean, come on. I got the website and everything.
Yeah.
Factor 5 I have.
I like Factor 5. I cannot
There's
believe
people out
this.
there. They have it. They've been hitting me up about it.
You're kidding.
And it's something that more. So a friend of mine from high school, she hits me up. Her name's Kathy. And she tells me her 19-year-old son is clotted like 3 times. And I said, hey, you should have this test done. Just see if he has it. Because if he does, it opens a can of worms. And he does. He's got it. Now she's got to get tested. Well, I only have it from one parent, which is the good factor 5. Okay, if you have it from both parents, it is not good.
Your blood is just what, cement, basically?
Yep.
And does it...
Syrup.
So
Scissor.
wait, what scissor? Does it but why does it thicken? Do things, is it causally? Is it your diet? Is it something you can control?
It's just genetic. There's no diet to help it. There's no
way to help it. No. What about meds?
Yes, there is a way to help it. Well, blood thinners, certainly. But other than that, it's keeping your machine in motion. You just can't let. So my daughter now has to be tested for it if when needed, because if she were to go on birth control is prone to clotting. So they don't want to put her on it if she has it. Or if she's on bed rest for pregnancy, she could clot and die, or any kind of accident or any reason you would be prone to laying still like I was. So when I get to the hospital this time,
oh my God,
even my stepson was like, you told everyone who would listen not to let you clot. I was like, thank you. The homeless people coming up in the ER, I'm like, bro, get back, man. I might clot. Don't let me clot. Don't let me clot. And I lay in general population. They're like, don't worry, it's just a simple 3-hour outpatient procedure is what it was sold to me for. Daniel Van Kirk calls it my Gilligan's Island. 3-hour tour turned into this shit. So yeah, I fucking lay in general population ends up being 8 or 9 days.
Oh my God.
And they tell me I have to pass this test. I just have to get up and walk. But I've been laying still so long, they're like, you might be dizzy, you might not be able to do it. And if you can't, don't worry about it. This was on a Sunday. And I sit up and I feel like shit. And the guy's like, lay back down. We're not going to do it today. And I'm bummed because I just want to fucking go home. It's 3 days and now I'm on 8 or 9. I want to go home.
And hospitals are, in my opinion, the worst place to rest. There is no rest. I mean, when I delivered my children, it was every hour somebody's knocking on your door. Hey, you want to play bingo? No, fuck right off. Or hey, did you do the thing? Let me do this test. And you're like, God, there's no rest. And
hey, I know you almost died and it's 5:30 a.m. and you're drugged out of your mind. We're going to tell you a bunch of real important shit, some medications you never heard of. You need to remember all this shit. So wake up. That's what it was like. And I'm like, huh? What? What is that? You're going to have some kind of moxicillin and I'm like, I don't know any of that. I don't speak pills. I don't know what you're saying. They get mad at you.
I know.
Like oxycodone. I'm like, I don't know which one that is. Is that Percocets? No.
I even just sidebar, I want to go back to your story, but even when I broke my ankle, I remember I was just getting out of surgery. I'm groggy and I'm nauseous. And they're like, all right, get up. I'm going to use your crutches now. And you're like, what? I'm high. I'm so high. And they're like, you might fall over. You might vomit. Here's the bucket. I'm like, Jesus Christ, give me a minute, guys. Are we in that much of a hurry? I'll pay for the extra hour.
Seriously.
To sober up. Guys.
What's your day rate? You're off today, y'all. I got it.
Is it just that they're so hurried to get people out?
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Is
and I
that
kept
what it
saying that. I
is?
know y'all need this bed. That's what I kept saying to them. I know y'all need this bed. That's what I kept saying.
Where were you at Cedars?
Yeah, so I was at Cedars-Sinai, and I go in.
Terrible.
But I'm in the general recovery area. So the person that's on my left, they're there for 3 hours because they had thumb surgery. They're gone. Someone else comes in, knee surgery, few hours. They're gone. I'm there day after day.
Oh my!
I made friends with this black lady named Cheryl over here to my right. Now Cheryl was great. Here's the thing about it. I'm on my back flat. I don't see anything. This is all audio. The entire time it's all audio. You have to put everything together with audio. You don't see anything except for the nurses that come in. And Cheryl and I, one day, she just hearing me talk and stuff, and she heard what was going on with me, and then I just hear this through the curtain. She goes, how you doing? I was like, hey, Cheryl. I said, I don't know. This is kind of fucked up. I'm scared I'm going to clot and shit. I know. What'd you have done? And then she and I are talking, right?
It's like prison.
So they put Dilaudid in my IV. Now, I'm a weed and shrooms, and that is it.
It's a good shit, homie.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
Christina, you would be talking to me, and I would see chunks of your face fall off and hit the table.
Really?
Bloody, and then I would see the bone under it, and you'd just be talking like this, and I'd be like, so finally.
Is it supposed to do that? I don't think you're supposed to.
And then the mask, I would see because you had to wear a mask in there if you came in, I would see your mask going flip, 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 flip.
I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Yeah. So I called the
Are you
nurse.
sure it wasn't ketamine?
I called the nurse and I go, hey, I don't know what is going on, but I'm seeing, like right now, your face, chunks of your flesh are falling off and hitting the table. And I just get this shit out of my IV. And I swear to God, Cheryl goes, I'm seeing the same thing. I said, what? I said, you're seeing it too? Why aren't you speaking up? And she's like, I'm in here tripping. I said, me too. Get this fucking out of here. So they take it out. And also, I don't like these pills. So I'm trying to, like, it's every 4 hours they want to give you pain meds. I'm trying I'm trying to push past as far as I can. But then they're like, don't be a hero, because if it's too inflamed, then you're going to fuck yourself up.
Yeah, you want to always go, you want to get before the pain is what they say. You don't want to get too crazy out.
So over here, diagonal to me, again, all audio, there's a junkie. And this guy is in the bed, and he's all night. Oh, I'm in so much pain. And I can't, all night. Oh, all night.
Can't sleep.
Can't sleep, nothing.
You know you're hallucinating.
People are coming in with their radios on because they're fat. Yeah, well, they're getting a finger surgery or something. You know what I mean? I'm trying to sleep. I can't rest. And this guy's just fucking yell. He knows he's supposed to get this morphine and this and this. And where is it? And you fucking piece of shit. Give me my more. And then as soon as they give it to him, you're an angel.
Yeah.
You're an angel.
Yeah.
So one day they bring him his food. And he had that strained voice, and he goes, I said I wanted tilapia. And this is like, and day 6. And I lost I'm on my back. I said, how the fuck do you know we get tilapia? Like, do you know what tilapia is?
It's fish.
It's a generic white fish.
Yeah.
This
Flavorless.
motherfucker knows it's fish like fucking Thursday. And this is what the most disturbing
He's been
part
there
was,
a few
Christina.
times.
That's the moment where after that I shut up and I was humbled that I don't know anything in life the way a junkie knows the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We're responsible for children.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know anything about parenting the way he knew he got tilapia on a fucking Thursday.
He got his ass into the ER or wherever it was to beg
Tilapia.
for drugs. Amazing.
I couldn't get over it. So then
Amazing.
he keeps bitching about the pain. And what
is he in pain for?
I'm going to tell you. This is what I put together.
I don't buy it,
He's a
junkie.
fucking juggie. A juggalo.
He's
a juggalo. He's a druggie who's been shooting into his foot. And now it's so infected that they're telling him, if this Dilaudid is not helping you, we are going to have to take your foot.
Ooh.
And the last stage, I wonder if you could bring this up. They're because I actually looked it up on my phone. They're talking to him about maggot therapy, and I guess they put maggots on the
to eat
dead
the
skin,
decay,
and
yeah.
they're like, "This is the last step before we take your fucking foot off." Fuck. Yeah. That's what they're doing. There's a foot right there. That's what he probably had over there. He's eating tilapia with that foot. He's more worried about fish than that foot. And they're telling him they're going to give him a maggot therapy, and then if that doesn't work, the foot's gone.
Hold
and then they
on.
move me into my own room, and I don't know what happened to him.
Finally. But isn't it wild to you? Like, how do I put this? There are times with science and medicine where you're like, wow, what remarkable leaps and bounds we've made. I broke my ankle, and if that had happened to me in the medieval period, they would have just cut my leg off.
Done.
And I'd be one-legged Christine. And
If that, you might bleed out and die because they might, oops.
Yeah. Now there's 2 rods in there with screws, and I can walk. And then on the other hand, there's a junkie in the ER who they're going to put maggots on, which is a pretty medieval thing to do. And it still works, I'm assuming. But my God.
And I'm telling you,
that is wild.
They know the system. So his girlfriend comes in.
Oh, boy.
And I keep hearing them say, ma'am, you can't lay on the bed. And I'm like, okay, I see what they're doing here. I see what they're doing. She don't want to go to the ER and wait 6 hours like we all had to.
Yeah.
So she's in there, and they're splitting the bed, right? Oh. And they're like, ma'am, you can't have your own medications in here. Now, I learned that because I thought, again, I was going to be there for 3 days. So I brought my fucking medications for like 3 or 4 days. And they tell me, you can't have yours in here. We're going to take them. We'll note them. We'll give them back to you when you leave. And we'll give you the same thing.
Okay.
It just has to be administered through us.
Yeah.
And this lady's like, nah, fuck that. You're not taking my meds. So they call security. And security comes in, and this lady takes all her meds and eats them all at one time. All of them.
Wow.
Now it's a crime. and they call the police. And I'm telling Dan Van Kirk, we're talking about this. He's like, he's like, one time you told me I had a tail. Like, I was so fucked up in there. I'm telling him, like, this lady's eating pills. He's like, Ryan. He didn't know what to believe. He goes, I turn around, there's 9 cops coming in. Jesus. And they're fucking trying to take her out of there because she's just eating all her pills. It's an insane asylum.
Cedars-Sinai is so depressing.
Until I got moved. Once I got moved. And I do want to say this, too. Like, I want to give a shout out to the fucking nurses and the surgeons because I do want to say, because of 100 people maybe I dealt with, 4 of them were assholes. That's a pretty damn good ratio. And you're not, these days, I didn't see the same nurse more than 2 times. Wow. There'd be one coming in from Whittier. One's coming from Pomona. I'm like, and every day you got to sit there and be like, my name's Ryan.
Yeah.
I came in for back surgery. There was an issue. You know, you got to keep telling these people, and you get so sick of it. You know, it's so sick of yourself. Yeah. And then every day they're like, all right, we have to. So back to the story. So I fail the fucking standing test. And the next day, that night, they say, we're going to move you to your own room. And I was like, why? Just leave me here. I'm going to pass this test tomorrow. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And my bed was also broken. It was broken. I swear to God, it was. There was only like one nurse that knew how to do it, and he'd be like, but bam, he'd hit it. I'm like, oh! I'm like, okay, all right.
Thrive Market is my go-to for all my grocery and household essentials, and the convenience of getting it all quickly shipped to my doorstep is really a huge time saver. I love getting the Unreal dark chocolate peanut butter cups. They're so delicious, and the kids love when I order Annie's little cheddar bunnies, of course. And as a Thrive Market member, I can save money on every single order. On average, I save over 30% each time. On my last order, there were deals on all my favorite snacks, and I ended up saving around $35 on my order. Join Thrive Market today and get 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. Go to thrivemarket.com/WMMA for 30% off your first order plus a free $60 gift. That's THRIVE market.com/WMMA, thrivemarket.com/WMMA.
So they move me in my own room.
Jesus.
And again, what you said, they come in and they pump me full of all these fucking meds and stuff. And the lady's like, all right, we're going to pass your test now. And I was like, I'm high on Dilaudid. Like, I don't want to fuck this up because I want to go home.
Yeah.
So do you mind coming back around noon? And we'll do it then. Let this shit wear off. And she's like, no problem. So she's like, how do you feel? I said, I don't know. I feel weird today. I just feel weird. Are you okay? I go, yeah, I just want to get this over with and go home. So she comes back and she brings this little stair stepper thing. And they make me, I have to do barrel roll. Like, I can't move. I'm fresh out of 2 surgeries. I barrel roll over. I sit up. And by the way, I want to remind Annie to shit because I have a story to tell you about shitting. It's specifically for you. And I sit up and I'm like, okay, I'm not dizzy. I feel good. I'm sorry. One thing, the day before they had come back again and I passed a walker test. And I say a test.
Oh, you did?
I did a senior citizen circle.
But that's a huge deal, getting up
That's
after
what they were
surgery
telling
and
me.
walking. Even with a walker, that's massive. Yeah. So that's good.
So I did that. And now I'm got to do these stairs tests. And here's what also is so weird. I moved into my place. I mean, the pandemic kept me there 2 years longer than I wanted to be, but it's probably been 6-7 years now. Mm-hmm. And the fact that I have stairs going up to my place saved my fucking life.
Is that right?
Because I have to do this stupid stairs test because I have stairs going up and they won't let me leave unless I prove I can do it. So I go, the lady's like, how do you feel? And I said, I just feel weird. And she's like, do you want to do this? And I'm like, yeah, I want to get the fuck out of here. So I go up and down. And, I'm also in a fucking nightgown and shit. And
your ass is
my ass is out.
So
I'm in Sky Zone trampoline socks and shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's a mess. It's a
There's no lower point.
It's a mess. I haven't
shit
in days, nothing. They're pumping me full of everything.
You're peeing into a little bucket.
Just a jug crying. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, it's terrible.
So I fucking she goes, go up the step sideways, but like you're holding on to a rail. And I
sideways.
go, okay. I do that and I sit down. And just like a fucking sitcom, she says, Mr. Sickler, as your occupational therapist, I can tell you that you have passed the necessary test to be released today. And then I collapsed on the bed and I said, I'm clotting. And she's like, what? I was like, I'm clotting. Right now I'm clotting. She calls a doctor in. He comes in. He takes my blood pressure. It's dangerously low. He says, sir, you might be having a heart attack. And I was like, ha! Like, I didn't even think of that. I was like, ha! I go, no, I'm clotting. This has happened to me before. I know what I'm feeling. He goes, what are you feeling? I said, there's like 3 elephants sitting on my chest.
Fuck.
And he goes, keep talking to me. And I go, oh, no, dude. He's like, what? I go, here comes heart attack 101. Here comes the jaw on the left side, down the arm.
No.
He goes, you might be having a heart attack and clotting. And then I blacked out.
What?
I fucking passed out.
What does it feel like when you mean it's going? You feel pain shooting down your left?
You feel jaw pain on the left side. At least I did. And then it shoots down your left arm. That's like 101 symptoms.
Fuck.
So I black out. I wake up and there's this nurse standing over me. And I remember, I don't know why, your brain doesn't work right. I just go, am I going home today?
Like still hope against hope. Like, did I win, coach?
Yeah, exactly.
This is good,
exactly,
right? I'm here. Yeah.
I can't feel my legs, but we won, right?
God damn it. What a good spirit, though, you still have. What a
That's
good
the first
attitude.
thing I said coming to. I was like, am I going home today? And she just so nicely, she said, your discharge has been canceled. I said, oh, man. So then they come in and they wheel me to get CT scans and all this shit, and they come back. And they tell me that I have, my heart has swelled. It's swollen now.
Whoa.
And it's pumping 50-50 instead of 2/3, 1/3. And that I have massive pulmonary embolisms, which are blood clots, covering my. And again, I thought one. By the way, I thought I had a clot. Okay, they're like, no, they're covered.
Fuck.
And I'm like, what does that fucking mean? And they're like, it's not good. Like you should have died today. I had 3 surgeons telling me Martin Luther King Day, MLK Day, the day you don't want to die,
But
because that's Farrah Fawcett. Remember Michael Jackson died. Farrah Fawcett got the little corner on the.
Yeah.
You don't want to die that day.
Yeah. But you had sickle
You get the
cell
little
anemia, so that's why you
She's got that little
Yeah,
Farrah
Diana
Fawcett.
MLK.
Farrah Fawcett had that whole fucking
I
career.
know.
Just got the corner.
I know. It's so sad how timing affects that. Even when you
Remembered
think of,
in life, but not in death. How about it?
Just like even with albums dropping, I was listening to Rick Rubin talk to Joe Rogan sidebar. Sorry, we'll come back to your story, but he was like, yeah, sometimes albums that are amazing drop and they just get no love. Like look at Paul's Boutique from the Beastie Boys, like one of the greatest albums, and it didn't get any love until like a decade later or something, just because
Hey
something else
Ladies
dropped
and-
that same day. But anyway, so you should have died, and what saved you? Why did you
really
not
did.
die?
Well, here's the weird thing about all this. That morning I woke up before they gave me the drugs and stuff, and I'm telling you, there's this black figure at the foot of the bed, and I would say the perimeter, the outline shape was humanish, but I don't see any details. It's just a black, blob. And this fucking thing touches my right toe, shakes it, and then moves to its left and gone. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And now
It was the ghost of Martin Luther King.
I feel like it was MLK. Yeah. Being like, hey,
He's like, you have a dream?
this
I have
ain't a
too,
dream,
bitch."
motherfucker. You're about to have a terrible time in this fucking. It was all, I don't know what it was. It could have been, there's so many things I think, like, is that something from the other side saying, hey,
Yes.
shit's about to get bad, but hang in there? Or was that death being like, what's up, man?
Death just
What's
took
up,
all your
man?
time. He came in. He's like, "What's up, bitch?"
Just want to know what this feels like.
That's hilarious. What if it was death? And he's
I
like,
think about
And then
it.
he saw your feet. He's like, "Not today. You
Yeah.
get to stay."
This guy, you got nice arches, man. You're going through enough, man. But so now, but that's before I clotted. That was before everything
That
went
was death
down.
saying, "What's up?"
So
Damn, Damn.
When I come to, they're telling me all this shit, right? Heart swollen, I've got clots, and then I say, what does this mean? And like, you need to make phone calls. So that's when I had to call my daughter's mother and talk to her about like at any minute something could pop off and I could die any second, And that's when it got fucking real for like 48 hours because the other thing they said, because I'm talking to my friend now, but my business manager, Roy, and he talked to me about disability insurance. I go, you know how these motherfucking insurance companies are. They're going to be, he's a comedian. He could wheel on stage and he could wheel up to a table. We're not paying him. We're not paying him. He can still
You
work.
can still talk. The tongue still works.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know.
But then one surgeon comes in, and he goes, "Listen, you could stroke." And I said, "Oh, I hadn't even considered stroke." I was like, "Shut the fuck up with no more." I had 2 rules in my room: no more. What else could happen? And stop fucking telling me I'm going home tomorrow.
Right.
Stop fucking saying it. Anyone that would come in, it was always, and that's the thing, it's always 2 more days, because if you have a setback, now that I have to fast for 12 hours, then they test blood, and that's gonna. Anytime there's one setback, it's 2 more days. So now I know they're like, basically, fuck your back. We're switching to save your life. And I have a pulmonologist, I have a cardiologist, I have an oncologist, I have a spinal surgeon, I have a hematologist. I've got 5 teams and they say you cannot leave this hospital until everyone on that team agrees. And I was like, good, because I'll tell you what, if there's 12 of them and that 11 of them say yeah and the one doesn't, I want to talk to that guy or that lady. Like, what are you seeing you don't like?
Yeah.
Why don't you think I should go home today? Because there is something, and I'm sure you know, there's something to the security and the comfort of being able to hit a button and someone comes right in to help you. I don't have that at home.
No, of course not. You're safer in the hospital, clearly. But where the fuck was this committee before your care? It was like, if you know this guy's got this very rare genetic disease that may have serious side effects, why hadn't they all consulted prior to your surgery? And I'm assuming like them giving you all those pain meds and keeping you laying down for days and days and days and days, because that everything pools in your chest. Even when kids have colds at night, I had a nurse tell me this, because my younger boy has asthma, that when kids are laying down by 2 or 3 a.m., that's when they start coughing, because it's all pooled. And that's when people die, by the way, those wee hours of the morning, because the immune system just goes down, and that's when you die. The more you know.
Well, I would have been dead around noon. So
is that right?
Yeah,
That's
I'd
when
have
you
pushed
died.
that stat.
Cool.
I would have been dead around noon.
So okay.
So
then,
listen, I was very diligent in all of my paperwork, and anyone I talked to, even one of the surgeons said, "Man, you're really concerned about that factor 5, huh?" And I was like, "Yes,
You're not?
I'm trying to let y'all know."
Could you be?
This has happened to me before, and I beat this last time without meds or anything. I clotted and went home because they kept saying, "You're fine, you're fine." I'm like, "I'm not fucking fine." But it was a different hospital. So back to your question, what saved me? So one surgeon comes in and he's crying because every day he's the one checking on me, telling me I'm supposed to go home. He's like, "What the fuck are you still doing here?" I'm like, "Well, this happened now." And he comes in, he's crying. I go, "But I'm not supposed to console you. You're the fucking surgeon, dude."
Yeah.
And he goes, "I will remember you."
Oh no.
And I go, "No, dude, don't be doing this shit right now." He's crying, and he goes, "Every surgeon has one they remember." I go, "Do not tell me I'm the one, dude. I don't want to be the one."
Oh,
he goes, "You're the one. You're the one. I don't know if you're a religious man." I said, "I'm spiritual. I'm not religious." He's, "Someone is watching over you in this room." I said, "I believe it." I said, "Death touched me down there early. I think somebody's watching over me now. But why didn't somebody get death out of here?" Death showed up.
Fuck right off.
So
God damn, dude.
I go, "All right, well, you gotta fucking," this is where it comes in for any. I go, "You gotta tell me another. I can't be the guy. You gotta tell me another one that you remember."
Yeah.
He goes, "Okay, there was a man just like you." And I only had shit once in almost 16 days or 17
Oh wow.
days.
And he goes longer than that.
Let's go.
And
Stupid.
and the guy tells me that he had a patient, same situation, back surgery, whatever, had a little issue, laid still, did not shit at all. Didn't take the enemas, didn't take the suppositories. I was taking all their, Mucilac or whatever.
Oh yeah,
None of that
to
bullshit.
loosen up your
nothing's working. I was like, "Stop giving me that. It's not working."
Dulcolax or fuck your lax, Miralax.
So he says that this guy, on the day of his discharge, the surgeon says, "I am not comfortable releasing you until you shit."
Yes.
He's like, "No," he's at Cedars and he's driving to Fresno, so it's a few hours north. And the guy's like, the surgeon says, "You haven't shit in
Did he
weeks."
say it that way? He's
He
like,
did.
"You
That's
need
how he
to take a shit."
He was like, "You need to empty your bowels."
They say you have to make a bowel movement.
Yeah, you need to empty
whatever.
your bowels. And the guy's like, "No, I want to get the fuck out of here and go home." And the surgeon said he left the room, and in just a little corridor right there, the guy collapses. They call him, and he says, "Get him for a CT scan on his abdominal area right now." And they do. and his abs split. The shit ripped his abs open. And now he's toxic and dying. And he just was about to go home. So now he has to go back into the fucking hospital. And he's got no core. His back's trashed. His abs are gone. And I was like, I feel like I'm two. I feel like I'm number two. That guy, fucking shit just shot out of his stomach.
That's
I
toxic.
just clotted, bro.
And he's small. I mean, he's lean. I'm saying, like, I feel like that caca would just burst through your abdomen.
But also,
like
if you
alien.
shit, you might go to 105 pounds. You might, you know what I mean? That shit might be keeping the weight on you. Now that I think about it, you are slender.
Nah, that dude was just weak. I didn't do enough crunches, obviously.
Yeah, that.
So
I hate cedars. So
that goes down, and it's every day. They're keeping me there, and now like it takes 5 or 6 days for my heart to go down. And then they tell you that, I didn't know this, but you live with clots. I thought they could get rid of them, but you live with them until your body gets rid of them. And then they're talking to me. They go, well, there's another surgery we could do where we take a tube. It's just the size of your pinky. And we stick it up through your groin. And I was like,
thanks.
that's not happening.
Not
I just
doing
stopped
it.
them right there. Like, and we put it up into your lungs. And then we can suck the clots
thank
out. And I
you.
was like,
Not
they go,
here.
people are walking around tomorrow. And I was
Okay.
like, no, they ain't. Not in this room. And they say, well, with your factor 5, the problem is it's kind of experimental because you could brain bleed and be a vegetable. I go, we're not doing that. Listen, they go, we can't do anything on you. I go, put it on the board, put it on every piece of paper. We are not doing the tube up in my groin.
No, we're not doing the groin.
No more
tip.
surgeries, no more anything.
No more talk of vegetable. You
No.
hear that word, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm out, dude. I'd rather
like,
die
what?
of the blood clots than become
I'm
a
out.
vegetable.
I'm also, if I was going to be a vegetable, why'd y'all let me wake up? You know what I mean? Just let me go.
I know.
Just let me go. So then it just becomes a month of laying on my back, just laying there, drugged out of my fucking mind. You guys were so nice, sent me flowers. You were in touch with me. Everybody was so sweet. And then, you get out. Finally, they tell me I'm getting out of the hospital. I had this one dust up with this nurse, little Czechoslovakian lady, wanted to give me some beef.
Okay. What did she say to you?
Well, my rule from the surgeon team was if I notice anything different, I am to report it to them because it could be something. Okay. Well, the last day I'm in there, I've only shit once, and I gotta shit. I have to shit. So I jam the suppositories up my beehole, and I go in, and it's productive. But when I turn around, there's blood in it.
Oh,
now,
that's something.
There's red blood in it. Okay, I know that's not a huge deal in the medical world. I know that black stool means there's blood in my stool. Red could have been a
Hemorrhoid. It's
Hemorrhoid.
been
It
a
could have
few
been anything.
days.
However, it's different.
You got your period.
I got my period. Finally, 40, almost
You were
50.
late. Yeah, you're finally
You're
a
all
woman.
hitting menopause, and I'm just getting fertile.
This is your transition surgery. You didn't know that? What if you're like, I transitioned. I finally got my period. So you tell this Czech bitch.
So
There's-
also, before I tell her, I contemplate for 5 minutes. Should I say anything? Because I want to fucking go home.
I know. And I'd take the blood in the stool. At this point, I would keep the secret.
Right.
Because
And I don't know what to
die
do.
from
I'm
the
like,
red
I don't
blood.
want to fucking, I don't want to fuck. They've changed so many of my medications. Like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, fuck, I want to go home today. I want to see my kid. Like, it's terrible. So I tell the lady, I go, listen, there's blood in my stool. And they tell me, because this is her first day with me. She doesn't know. They tell me if I say anything different. She's like, it's not a big deal. I go, I know. In your world, it's not a big deal. But I'm just telling you.
Yeah, you communist
That
pig.
I have to report this. I don't want to, but they're telling me to. So I'm just going to do that because it got buck wild in here before you got here. Okay? This is my last day. Shit went down in here. And she's like, so you want a second opinion? She gets really offended.
Oh,
and then
boy.
I stepped up and I go, yeah, I
Yeah.
do. And
Good
I want
for
it to
you.
come from any person that worked with me and not some new person that comes in.
Yeah.
And she starts going at me. And I just fucking went, stop! And that's what she did.
Damn.
And she walked out. And some lady came in. And she's like, I heard we had a little disagreement. I go, yeah, we did. And that's when I softened up. I go, listen, I just want to go home today. And there's blood in my shit. And maybe it's fine. I hope someone comes in here and tells me it's fine because I want to go the fuck home today.
Yeah.
So the surgeon showed up and he was like, Mr. Sickler's right. We told him if he sees anything different, and he sees something different. So that's when I realized the doctors and the nurses have beef. You know, they don't really care for each other. You're like, fuck these people. You know, we don't know what you're doing. Yes. So he's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to stay? And I go, no, I want to go home. But can I go home? Am I going to go home and fucking shit 2 pints of blood and call you all tonight and be like, hey, some shit's going down? So I go home.
Is a lot of blood.
And the thing is, back to your question again, they saved my life. They told me, you know, where you had your daughter, great hospital to have a baby, but they sent you home. They should have put you on blood thinners. They should have never sent you home before. This particular hospital, Cedars-Sinai, has a program that is working with exactly what I'm dealing with. However, I come in with the fucking asterisk of factor 5, which now fascinates them. Not their words, but I become sort of a lab rat, so to speak. They want to take care of me. But here I am with this little outlier thing in their little blood and lung world, and they're fascinated by me, so they're all up on me about it. So I ended up getting extra care, I feel like.
That's good, then.
Because of this weird shit that you all gave me.
That's good. Factor 5 sickle cell. Well, here's my because when Tom was in the hospital at Cedars, by the way, here was my favorite part of Cedars-Sinai. The ER just happens to be a stone's throw away from the ICU where the COVID people were dying. And I'm like, well, hold on. Does this make any sense where you put the most vulnerable people of society, everyone just dies on one floor? Is that what this means? Like, if I'm coming to visit my husband, I get to walk through like people dying of COVID to walk into the ER so that I get everyone else. It makes no fucking sense. And B, I wanted just a dedicated nurse to my husband.
Yep.
I don't even know if I've said this out loud, but when Tommy was in the hospital, it was what you're saying. Like every fucking 4 hours, a new human comes in. Who are you? What'd you break? What meds did you take at what time? And it's like, Jesus Christ. And at one point, my poor husband was full of drugs to make him shit. And he had to shit and nobody could come and help him take a shit. And I had to go out in the hallway and be like, can someone help my husband shit? I can't lift him. And I fucking handed the guy, the nurse on duty, I gave him $100 and I go, keep an eye on my husband. Can you just do that? No, he wouldn't take it. And I was like, $200. Just fucking keep, like, I'll give you money. Like, is this a third world fucking country? This is what you do in Hungary when someone's in the hospital. You bribe the nurses so that they look after your relatives.
I like that. But
like, I would love to pay extra to have a dedicated nurse that just deals with Ryan's thing, or maybe two women or whatever, 2 men, and they take shifts 12 hours until you're done. Why is that not an option that the same people look in on you every day?
Because there's just not enough bodies. There's not enough people. They don't even have nurses who just work at Cedars anymore. They're all, so to speak, hired guns.
Well, then that's the cheapness of the hospital. Then they're all like freelancers and nobody gets benefit. That's why, because they're being cheap.
And
cunts.
they're regular people too. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong pill.
Of course.
I gave that to Larry down there in Fontana. I didn't mean to give that to you. Oh, that's going to cause problems. That's going to cause problems.
Oh, and I've heard nightmare stories from pediatricians about taking their babies to the ER. And they give the baby the wrong meds in the IV and the baby dies and shit like that. You're like, you don't want to go to the hospital.
You don't.
You don't want to go
there. Listen, when I was in there and they're like, you're going to be here a while, I was like, fuck, this is how people don't come out. This is how you die.
I don't want to be in the hospital.
You are a grain of sand on a beach in the hospital. They just come by, and you're right. They come in, you're trying to sleep, and they're coming in cleaning the room, trying to take your food order, vitals, meds
every hour,
and then each surgeon I have is coming in. We're changing your medicine to this. I'm like, what?
Cookie drive, and then it would be as inane as like the cookies, the bingo. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I didn't get any of that.
Well, that's on the maternity ward. So
I didn't get any of that.
So you've been through arguably. Look, let's put this in perspective. So I was very happy you're coming in today because I'm at a point in my life where I can't talk to basic bitches no more. Like if you haven't had significant trauma in your childhood, or you're not an interesting person, I don't want to hear it. You need to have at least an uncle in prison or one mentally ill parent for us to vibe at this point. So you've had both childhood and now arguably one of the worst things that can happen in adulthood.
This was my lowest. There's no doubt, for sure. To be that close to surgeons telling you. So this number for your clots is called a D-dimer. You know, the way blood pressure, textbooks 120/80, cholesterol, anything over 200 is high. This should be, for my age, I'm 50, 0 to 0.6 or 0.5. And I was at a 19. I was at a 19, they said. And I was like, is that bad? They're like, yeah, it's not good.
Jesus.
And now I'm in the fucking range. They told me don't get that number in your head, because all the outliers you have and everything you have going on, you might live comfortably at a 1, and that's fine. But I'm already in the fucking range for the everything's working the way it's supposed to work. I still have. This was my first flight to come down here.
Wow.
I was worried about that, but they're like, you're fine to fly. And I walked last night to Rogan's Club to test out that. Like I'm just still. My PT is stretching still at this point. Like I'm doing.
So you're still in your recovery.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem, was that I went in for the back, but then this shit goes down. So like, fuck your back. And my back gets no attention for a month and a half, you know? So now I'm just starting to try to get my back strong and built, because that's the one fucking thing I went in for.
That's the reason you went in.
Yeah.
That's always, So, but my question to you would be, like, how has this changed you as a human? What have you learned spiritually?
Well, I hit my out-of-pocket maximum right out of the gate.
Yeah.
January 2023.
It's amazing. It is amazing how much it costs to be. I can't even imagine what your hospital bill is. My bill just for a broken ankle. Can you guess? Guess.
I'm gonna guess.
Hold on. Let's go through it.
Okay.
Ambulance ride.
Oh.
EMTs at the house. I was in the ER for like 6 to 8 hours, and then in surgery straight away. Drugs, machine to keep you breathing while they're doing surgery. What do you think?
And the equipment they had to put in your ankle.
Oh, the hardware.
I mean, I
surgeon.
know what they billed my insurance so far, so I'm going to base it off of that. I'm going to try to bring it down. 200, 250?
Thousand?
Yeah.
Less, $100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so
that
far.
was a day in the hospital.
A day. So far, they've billed my insurance $500,000. So far. So far. So far.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. That's what they billed so far.
No, hold on. I mean, this is wild, but you have insurance, thank God. Now, how do you fucking do it if you don't even have health insurance?
Listen, everybody out there is dealing
tragic.
with this. Like, I pay.
This is terrible.
I'm like you. I have a
Jesus.
modern day family business, right? I work for myself. I don't have paid days off. I have my own insurance through Blue Shield, whatever.
Yes.
I pay $680 a month, right? Which is astronomically expensive
huge.
for everyone.
Yeah.
And it's still the silver package, okay?
Right.
It's still the silver package, all right?
You're not
Second
even platinum.
place. I'm not even at the fucking...
You're not a diamond
No,
medallion
nothing.
member yet.
I'm silver,
Damn
okay?
it, you're in coach,
I'm
homie.
in group 2.
Yeah.
So you still, the way that works is I still have to pay an out-of-pocket maximum, which I think mine's like right around 10 grand. So you pay $10,000 and then things are supposed to be covered, but not everything is, like co-pays. And they'll do something like, well, copay isn't just $85. It's 20% of the bill. I'm like, how much is this fucking bill going to be? You know what I mean? Well, you got to do the copay. It's so much fucking money.
So much money. Even to have a baby, I think, was like...
It's stupid.
50, 40 grand or something like that. And that's like with no complication. I just went in, epidural, it came out of me, they sewed me up, and like I was home, you know?
Well, let me answer your
Wild.
question seriously.
Yeah. So
Spiritually-
let's talk about this, because
so the last time I was here, I told you about the 5-minute journal that I do.
And I started doing it because of you.
You like it?
I loved it. And then I forgot about doing it, and now I should go back to doing it.
Every day I do it.
You
And-
still do?
Yeah. And every day,
Wow.
even before this.
Wait, explain what the 5-minute journal is for
Okay,
people who
so
don't
it's
who
a
don't
book.
remember.
You can get it on Amazon. It's called the 5-minute journal, and it's a gratitude journal, and it's a process to change your mind into positive thinking. So you start your day with, 3 things that would be great to happen that day. So or 3
like,
things you're grateful
you're like,
for.
number
excuse
one,
me.
live.
Always. But for a year before that, I would write,
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my health and Stella's. Every day, that was line 1. And then this happens. So the journal also, 3 things you're grateful for, you know, an affirmation, and then you'll do 3 things that happened that day that you were grateful for in the evening. And now they switched it. Used to be something you could have done better. This one now says something I learned today, which is interesting.
I like that even more, actually, because it's less self-flagellatory.
Yeah,
That's the
like
word.
I should have worked out.
Yeah, because I'll beat myself up.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So,
So stuff you learned today.
I don't, you know, we go, and I want to work at a better pace. I want to slow things down a little bit. I want to appreciate my time as a father more. I want to, you really see who people are in a time like that too. You know what I mean?
No
people
doubt.
can't not show you your true colors during a time like that.
No doubt. And can I tell you, I don't think it's malicious. I don't think it's selfish.
Agreed.
I think it's fear. I think people, when they find out you have cancer or you're sick or you something tragic, like they don't want the stink of tragic on them. Like they're afraid because it's going to happen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't want to face your own mortality. And that's just why I don't hang out with basic bitches no more. Like
Yeah.
if you haven't had tragedy, don't come knocking, bitch.
I'll tell you this.
I don't want you.
I said this to you too. Like, I always say I want love, and I genuinely do. But what I did learn in there is I don't really know how to accept it. There's so many things people wanted to do or did, and I felt so vulnerable. I felt weak. Like, I've been on my own since I'm 16. So asking someone, will you please go get me the ice pack out of the freezer so I can, I hate it. I fucking hate having to ask for help.
Especially for men. I will say that I've heard when men have physical injury, it's because you're strong, you're virile. That's your power in the world, is your physicality. And when that's taken from you, to feel weak and vulnerable it must be excruciating.
Listen,
It's
last night
terrible.
walking to the club, it went through my mind like, man, if some shit broke out right now, I can't run away from it. I can penguin waddle, try to get my ass away. Like, they're shooting. Oh God, they're shooting. I can't run right now. I don't feel like I could defend myself. I feel like I could put up a fight, and even if I can get you off, it's gonna wreck my back, and I'm gonna be in the hospital for 6 fucking months. Like, I do feel, but I felt the love in so many different ways, and it was hard to accept it. And so I'm learning to somebody just told me, someone messaged me and said, stop being a blessings blocker.
Ooh,
And I was like, ooh.
that's good.
And I was like, I see. Because also, like, I had a friend of mine who went through a situation. I didn't know what to do. His whole family was going through a wild thing. So I just went and got him a bunch of food. They had their relative in the hospital. I was like, you don't have to cook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's a bunch of Mexican food and stuff. Like, tear it up.
That's
for
all you gotta
days.
do.
You know, I didn't know what to do. So I realized that in my situation, no one else knows what the fuck to do either. They just do what they can, you know. And it was awesome. And you and Tom, of course.
Of course.
You
Well,
sent
we
the
love
best
you.
thing. I don't care. I'm gonna say it. I'm clean. I'm neat.
Yeah.
And I get home after a month, and my neighbor had been throwing Amazon packages in my place for me and shit. Like, I was so high, just ordering everything. I ordered a $300 fucking leg massager and shit. I sent everything back
You know
too.
what?
I sent it all
You
back,
did?
almost all.
Oh,
of it.
you're so
I was just
smart.
high ordering.
Yeah.
It was like, I don't need. What am I doing with
Because you're
this?
trying to be useful when you're down, and you're like, this is gonna help.
It is gonna help.
I remember
That's
at one
exactly
point
what
when my ankle was broken, I'm like, I don't want to get up to pee. I'm going to buy something that allow me to pee in the bed. And I bought
Did you?
like 5 different things. Yeah. And I ultimately could never try them because I don't want to pee in the bed.
Do you know what I have? I ordered 2 pee bottles off of Amazon, and you know what? I just fucking pissed in one the other day. I just pissed
That's
in
a
it the other
good
day. It is a
investment.
good investment.
Yeah.
Every time I was crying and peeing, I was like, I should use this in the car. That long drive out to the ice house back in the day, I'm like, ooh, I gotta pee when I get
yeah.
there. Now I just got a jug. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's good. And then the grabber, Like with
I had a grabber. Yeah, I was doing grabbers. I had a shower chair.
Yeah,
I had a shower chair.
That's a good one. Nothing feels
Walker, cane, shower chair.
No. Here's how you know
God.
you're really winning is when you get the chair for the toilet with the rail.
Yeah.
Like,
They were like, "Do you want that?" And I was like, "No, I'm not doing that." I first had a shower bench, but it didn't fit in my shower. I had
God.
to transition down
you're bringing me back
to the shower chair.
There's nothing sadder than a shower chair when you're just broken and you're like, ugh.
And
then
you're
you have
sitting there,
to,
water's running all over you, and I'm just like, how am I gonna dry off?
or like, how am I even going to get out of the
Yeah.
shower? I can't walk.
Yeah. I couldn't believe, like, I've never been in my life where I just go to push and get off. I'm like, I can barely do that. I was scared. Scared of everything.
Oh, me
Scared
too.
of everything. Scared of everything.
It does. It breaks you down. And even like, I remember like you can't get the wound, whatever, wet. So you got to put a fucking plastic bag on your, your body. And that is true vulnerability. And I think I got a whiff of it with pregnancy when your body becomes immobile. I mean, when you're about to give birth is your most vulnerable, when you're just huge and you feel like your body's about to split open because the baby's head is pushing on your pelvis and you're splitting. And you're like, same thing. If there was an emergency, I'm not running at 9 months pregnant. Like I remember when I went into labor with Ellis, walking down our driveway, and I had to stop and just stand there and be like, contraction, like just walking to the car. And I thought, what if I were alone right now? Like, how would I get myself to the hospital? And it happens all the time. Women go into labor alone all the time.
Last night, I was walking back, and I'm walking down a hill, and it's wet. And it's a steep hill where my hotel is, and I'm walking, and I just hit that, and I went, huh! No. And then I just did the tiny ass little, and it was a long ass hill.
So scary.
Somebody out there's got a video of me taking 3 minutes to get down that hill. I was just, I can't fall.
Can't fall.
I can't go back to the hospital. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Go back to the hospital.
Yeah, but it does do something to you to be that vulnerable. You do start to, I've always appreciated little things, but I think there's something about suffering that makes you A, more interesting, and B, a better human being and a better friend, a better parent, a better everything. And to really go through suffering and allow it to fucking wash your soul, And then you're like, I get pumped. Like there's a nest in our garage and there's like a mama bird and she's got 4 eggs, and every day I'm like, what's the bird doing? Like that's a highlight of my day.
I'm taking pictures of flowers and shit now. I ain't lying. I'm the same way.
Is that a freeway
every day
flower?
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe I wasn't enjoying life as much as I should. Yes. So I'm trying to do every day. I try to get up and do that shit too. Like, and I also try to, like, anytime someone's like, hey, the car's on fire, and I try to be like, I try to hit a high pitch okay for like, okay. Like I try to like, let's hit this positively here. All right. Is anybody in it? No. All right. That's a good start. That's a good start. Trying to work my way down, start positive.
Yeah, and also too, like, I don't sweat things that you can throw money at. I remember I was at the gas station, and the guy was checking my windshield wipers, and he's like, "This one's broken. Windshield wipers. This one's broken." And I was like, "Okay, I'll order a new one." He's like, "Oh, this one's broken." He called the other guy over, and then the two of them are. And my sister-in-law was with me. I go, "Can you imagine being this concerned?" Over a fucking windshield. This is a $20 problem. I don't care. Okay, here's $20. And I think, but when I was much younger, it would have been a problem, right? Because you're like, oh my God, I can't afford a fucking windshield wiper. So I don't know. I just.
There goes my whole improv check and
plus $5.
Yeah, but you give less fucks about things that don't earn those fucks.
I don't give a fuck right now.
No.
I can't say I got any more spiritual or anything like that because I'm already there with that stuff. I really believe, I know someone was looking over me. I shouldn't be here right now. Yeah. And they keep telling me that. Every time I meet with them, they're like, man, you're lucky. I'm like, thanks guys. I know.
Your team So what does the team say now?
I have all the rest of the year. It's a long year for your boy, but I'm doing everything is going in the right direction.
Good.
The fact that I'm upright and I can walk and I mean, just a few weeks ago, I was in a hospital bed. I didn't get higher than 30 degrees for a month. My ass was gone. My neck's killing me. I'm still like all the atrophy and all, but whatever. I'm fucking here.
That atrophy happens
I'm alive
fast. By the way. That's a wild thing.
And it's also humbling too, because I remember this was just a few years ago, but I ended up having pneumonia, and I called the nurse and I was like, "Hey, why isn't this working faster?" And she goes, "Because you're not 20 anymore." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not." So you remember, I'm 50 now. Like this shit's gonna be like, I'm like, "Why isn't this coming back?" And they're like, "Because you're fucking.
Because you're old.
You're old, bro.
You're old.
It's gonna take a minute." Yeah.
Yeah, and there's something to that of aging. It's weird because time feels different too, right? I mean, you and I met when we were puppies, 20-year-olds, and now we're facing 50. And at the one point it went fast, and on the other hand, it was excruciatingly painful in some places, and it's kind of a weird trick that time plays on your stupid human brain,
the
right?
famous quote, "The days are long and the years are
Yeah.
short." It sure is that.
It's a trip because everyone's like, I don't feel my age. Like I feel every day of 46.
Do you?
Yeah.
I mean, my back and my knees feel 50, but everything else is trying to fight it. Like, nah, we're 27. Like, we ain't 27, motherfucker. We are not.
Yeah.
Like, you could fall over the dog today and break a hip. Like, god damn it. I watch these athletes still, like back in my 20s, I could slide into second base and pop right up. If I tried that shit now, I'd break both my fucking legs. I mean, it would be humiliating. Pop up. I'm worried about falling right now. I'm worried about falling. You want me to bounce right back up? I'm good. Or the guy that would always he'd fall down and push off his hands and flip back. I'm like, this motherfucker.
But that's a narrow window you can do that shit in. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, we had Tony Hawk on your mom's house, and I started watching a documentary about him. Yeah. And I mean, talk about injury upon injury for years. And he's in his 50s, and when he falls down on the ramp, you're just like, that's it. That was the last one. And it's not. And he still keeps kicking. So I don't know. There's something mental to it too. I think I was like, Tom and I were talking about something where when you stop taking risks is when you really start to age. So for instance, like, I broke my ankle. I just got a trampoline for my kids. The safest one, don't worry. And I was like, I shouldn't do it because my ankle. And I was like, you know what? If I fucking start doing that, I'm going to age faster. I'm just going to do it.
And you'll probably end up fucking that ankle up ultimately because you're always worrying about
it.
You know what I mean?
Just get on with it and try it. And you're resilient. And I don't know, you were raised by a single dad and wolves. Yeah. Do you remember this from the 1970s? Nadav, play this. Is this how you guys cooked your food?
Oh.
I'm trying to, I don't know.
The 1970 hot dog cooker. I guess it electrocutes the hot dogs and cooks them. Let's see if it works.
This is from the 70s?
It electrocutes the hot dogs.
This is the George Foreman before the George Foreman.
Can you imagine?
They do look perfectly cooked. And then it says, don't try it at home. Where the fuck am I supposed to do it? Outside?
Look at those pieces of shit.
That one blew open, but the first three look great. I'm about to put ketchup and mustard and put that on a potato roll.
Yeah, I would eat the back two, and I would eat the front three. Well, actually, I'd eat them all except for the one that split open.
Yeah, the one that split open.
There you go.
They look good.
They look tasty, right?
They do look tasty.
I didn't know that people electrocuted hot dogs.
I had no idea.
Did you know? I feel like my dad would have had this had he known about this.
This is pre-microwave and everything, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah. This is 1970. They electrocuted hot dogs.
I remember. Do you remember your first microwave?
Yes, and I remember being...
How big it was and shit?
And being terrified that it was going to give you radiation and still being like, fuck it, I want this pizza now.
Now. I need this in 3 minutes. We had a Magic Chef, it was called. I remember when we went to get it. This motherfucker was as big as a TV.
Yeah, I remember.
Nothing
magic about that fucker.
It was big as fuck. Little chef on there. My brother and I had to carry it together. That's how big that thing was.
Let's see the Magic Chef. There it is.
One from the 80s.
And I remember feeling like it was very expensive because weren't they like $200 or something?
Like it was a big deal. If you were getting a microwave, you're like, oh, what?
It was, oh my God, can I just tell you a memory
That
I
looks
had?
more like it over there.
See that guy with the open? I remember my mom used to cook with the oven, and then if it was cold, she'd leave the oven open to heat the apartment. I'm like, that's gas, right?
That's just straight gas.
You can't do that, stupid
No,
bitch.
you can't do that. That's just gas.
It's gas. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Is that the kind you had?
Oh, yeah, that big motherfucker. Yeah, look at it. Look
That's
at
85, dude.
That's it. That's exactly what we had. Look at that fucking thing. God
Yeah.
damn. You didn't even have counter space for it. I'd rather have electric hot dog. That shit's great. I'm mesmerized by that.
I showed my kids how to make popcorn the old school
Jiffy Pop.
Jiffy Pop way. Shake it. Keep fucking shaking it. My wrist hurts. Keep shaking it. It's almost there. I love working for popcorn. And I make my kids work for the popcorn. We got a whirly pop. You ever seen that one where you crank the handle? Look up a whirly pop. This is fun. You just make your kids earn it. And they feel like such champs for making. Try this with Stella, whirly pop. There it is. You just turn that crank. You put the seeds in there, the oil, put it on the stove, old school, and they crank it, and then it just goes pop, 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 pop. And it's so dangerous and fun. And sometimes
how long you cranking
the
before
steam
that
will
fucking
fly out into your face
Okay,
and
so
burn
it
you.
is.
It's
All right.
good.
Okay.
Teaches kids
I
about
see.
danger.
Yeah, like get back. You want
Get
something
back.
good, it's going to hurt.
I'd like to teach my kids that.
You want something you like, it's going to hurt like
It's
hell.
gonna
all
hurt
right.
like hell. Yeah. I like it. And I also believe in allowing kids to eat as much candy and drink soda as they want so that they learn how to self-regulate it. And it's actually worked. I let them go bananas, and then they're like, I don't want any more.
I let my daughter eat
I'm like, yeah.
like a kid.
Yeah,
I let her eat like a
same.
kid, but she won't drink anything but water.
Well, that's good.
That's what I
there
said.
You go.
I was like, fucking keep doing
got
that.
It.
Keep doing that.
Oh, let's look at the next toy. Do you remember this toy from the 80s?
Baby laugh a lot.
Look at the look of terror on the children's face. What's that?
You're listening to Baby Laugh a Lot. She's the funniest doll you've ever seen. Just push the button and she starts to giggle. Get Baby Laugh a Lot by Remco.
You know what I'm doing? I'm going to take a track of my laugh and put it inside that baby and sell them. That's what I'm going to do.
Could you imagine?
Just that thing rocking, hear me? Doing that shit. People like, get this fucking doll out of here.
I love the caption. It says,
That is scary. Look at the mouth
this
is
is
scary
mental,
on
it
it.
says. Yeah, this is mental. Also, too, I don't know if you remember, it was a big thing to have the doll that you could feed it water and then it would piss.
Yeah, with pee in the diaper or whatever.
Ugh, that kinda
I
nasty.
do remember those. I never played with dolls like that.
Look that up. Where you
I remember Munchie.
fucking munchy chee.
Munchie.
Oh, so soft and cuddly.
Put the thumb in the mouth. It's really neat. Something. Yeah. Happy Munchie. I think we got pretty close.
Did you have a Cabbage Patch Kid?
No, my younger brother, he was like 4 years younger than us, so he was into all that. He had the Cabbage Patches and the preemies and shit. So one time, this is one of the funny. You know how people like you want to smoke weed out of an app or whatever. We could not find anything to smoke weed out of. We had a good fucking bud, and we could not find anything to smoke weed out. So everybody's going around. This is when we lived in my grandmom's house, but she had already passed away. So we're in the basement. Everyone's digging around. And the preemie, if you remember, it had this little tuft of hair.
I do remember.
And it had a pacifier.
Yep.
Right? So my brother goes, what if we use this? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And he pulls the tuft of hair out, and then he fucking pokes a hole into where the pacifier is, and we smoked weed out of a Cabbage Patch baby's head.
Perfect. Dude, somebody should make a pipe out of that.
So good. It works so good.
Yo, look at Etsy. I bet you could find that shit on Etsy. Somebody's making that
Cabbage
right
Patch
now.
bong head.
Cabbage Patch bong head. Somebody has to.
And also, the preemies had a light scent of baby powder.
That's right.
Do you remember?
Of course I do.
There they are.
So ugly. What an ugly group of dolls.
That one right there. That
Yeah.
tuft of heroin right
Yep.
there. That motherfucker.
The little sprout.
The little Mr. T sprout out of the top of his head
Yes,
there.
I remember.
Top left.
I had
yeah,
one
that's
that
him
way.
with the pacifier.
Yeah. Fucking
That's the one we smoked weed out of right there. It worked so good. pulled the hair out and put a hole in that pacifier, and everybody's blazing it up, melting that face.
Remember they had
that's not good.
the signature on the ass cheek.
Oh, yeah.
Xavier Roberts.
I forgot. And they came with a birth certificate.
Yeah.
There were people that died, or at least one lady died over when they would do the rush at Thanksgiving, and she died. Look, it's got a real ass on it.
This was so silly that why do you have to, I guess, to authenticate it like it's a real Cabbage Patch doll.
And what was it that made that take off?
Who knows? This is one of those things in the ethers, man. It's just one of those things. I remember the scarcity at the beginning. Like I remember the richest girl in our school had one, and she brought it to church and like held it up. And we were
oh
like,
my God, there's...
Like her parents could spend like $200
Like it was
on a
baby
Cabbage Patch.
Jesus.
Yeah, we were like, what the fuck, a Cabbage Patch? And she had like the OG one with like the red hair, you know? That was like the first one.
We're going to use that for the nativity scene at Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
And then you had Teddy Ruxpin.
I never got into that guy.
That was a good one.
I was
My brother
a
had
little too
those.
old.
That's where we would get all that generation of toys. He had He-Man with the Castle Grayskull, and it had a microphone on it. We'd be like, "You're an asshole." We do that shit.
Remember Teddy Ruxpin? You could put like a metal tape in it.
Yeah, we put Ozzy Osbourne in there. Iron Man. You put Iron Man in there, and it would play any tape. Yeah. Teddy Ruxpin, yeah.
So Teddy Ruxpin, for those of you guys listening that aren't born in the 70s, it was a talking teddy bear, and you'd put like a cassette tape in its back, and it'd be like,
Teddy
"Yeah,
Ruxpin.
I want to come and play with me."
Yeah, can we be friends?
Yeah, and it was like the sweetest toy. But
Fuck
then
you, Teddy.
yeah, everybody would put like metal tapes in him, so he would be like, "Rah, rah, rah, the devil is fun. I love to eat Satan. Whatever. Fuck your mother, kill your father." Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin.
What was your favorite toy when you were a kid?
Gosh.
Or one of.
I
not
mean,
your
there's so
favorite,
many.
but what did you like?
I did love my Cabbage Patch doll, but my all-time favorite, and I've even rebought it, I was obsessed with the Incredible Hulk. As a
Really?
little, like, from the time I was like 4.
The TV show, is that what got you into
Lou
it?
Ferrigno.
Yeah, Lou Ferrigno.
That's the OG for me. Was
That
Lou
is the OG, yeah.
Ferrigno. And that show was on television, and I was the Incredible Hulk for Halloween. You know, you buy the plastic shitty
Mm-hmm.
mask and the plastic. There he was. And I was obsessed with the show. And then there's a doll that I bought, my parents got me, where it's the Hulk, and then there's a log in his hands, and then you push the button, and he throws the log. And I even rebought it. I have it now in our house, and I don't let my kids touch it.
Do you have a Stretch Armstrong Hulk? You should.
Yeah, I had one too.
hell
Yeah. Yeah, I love the Hulk. This is a good metaphor. Maybe because I was so angry inside as a child. I don't think there's any secret there that I had some issues to work out. The story of it's Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. What about you? I loved Lou Ferrigno, by the way. He was deaf.
Yeah.
Remember? He was deaf
Still
and
is.
he was a body. Oh, he wasn't?
He still is.
Wait a minute. You mean when he became the Incredible Hulk, he didn't get the gift of hearing? No. What about when he became the Hulk, Ryan?
You know what? That's interesting. When he was the Hulk, he may have had hearing.
He was deaf. Past tense, Ryan.
He was. Trying to think. I mean, I was big on my bike and my big wheel,
like
but for
bikes.
toys, I mean, we had
Big wheels.
Man, we had a lot of shit. We had we were big into Kiss, and they made Kiss action figures.
Yes.
So we had all those, anything Star Wars. And my dad used to tell us, "You guys should leave those in the box." We're like, "Shut the fuck up,
Shut
Dad."
up.
And we would take strings and tie them around their neck and slam the door and pull their heads off and shit. My dad's like, "You really should be saving those."
Saving those.
I'm like, whatever.
You know what's so funny? That saving that. I don't save any. I used to do that because my mother would do that. Like, cover the couch in plastic. We have to save it. And then guess what? She fucking died.
Yeah.
And then I inherited this couch.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't
No
give
one
a shit
cares
about the
your
couch.
no one cares.
And I'm so glad you
Listen,
saved it. Yeah.
If when you die, if people are like, "Man, that's a shame. She had a great couch," you have left nothing.
no legacy.
No legacy whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm done preserving stuff.
That's a great. That couch is still good.
Literally,
You can't
Ryan,
take it with you.
Ryan, you're gonna die. So the couch was actually a beautiful silk white couch. And when she married my stepfather, who was a criminal, he made a gang load of illegal money, and she furnished this townhome we lived in. And this was her prized possession. The couch is silk. I put plastic on it, and then I buy 2 vases, beautiful vases. When I die, you're going to sell this for a lot of money. Well, guess what? I inherited this fucking stupid white mafia-looking couch, and I didn't know what to do. I thought, just donate it. Give it to somebody that needs it. I don't want it. And the vases, turns out nobody gives a fuck about those either. Like, it's not.
No one
nothing's
cares
valuable.
about your shit.
No,
That's the whole George Carlin bit. Yours,
right.
for me,
My
it's
stuff.
and everything else is your shit. Get your shit off my stuff.
Get your shit.
Get your shit off my
it's
stuff.
just, it's meaningless.
shit. It doesn't matter. It mattered to you.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter to anybody else. You
Don't
can't
save
take
it.
it with you. Don't save it.
Don't
No,
save it.
Play with. And also, what are we going to do? We're going to save an $8 action figure in the fucking 80s so that in 2023 it's worth $350. Wow.
Yeah.
What a life changer. So glad we kept that.
And deprived yourself
Yeah.
of the joy of playing with it.
I can't even say it. Joy and fun. Yeah.
You go to save it. I think that's why I also hate grown adult men with the action figure thing. You got to keep it pristine. Like, oh, okay, you fucking dork. What do you think about people? Oh my God. I went out to dinner. You ever hang out with an adult and they're like, oh, I don't eat onions. I don't eat garlic. I don't eat tomatoes. I don't eat green leafy vegetables. I don't eat egg. It's like, what are you doing with your life? Why? Are you allergic? No, I have a sensitive stomach. First of all, if Tom was saying this shit, I would divorce him. I would give him divorce papers immediately. This is a complete deal breaker. And then you go out to dinner with this person, and they're like, I ordered the fish, and the tomatoes came on, and then they send it back, and you're like, bitch, you could have just like picked the tomatoes off. But like, why does it enrage me? Why does this enrage me? My palms are sweating. I'm so angry just thinking about this person.
I'm with you. So
Why?
I did a whole gut reset too, like a gut check. You had to pee in, or you give blood and poop, and they give you a list of foods that are avoid foods. There's minimize foods. There's enjoy foods, and then there's superfoods. Okay. Outside of anyone that I know super close, I wouldn't tell them that. But when I go to a restaurant, I don't fucking announce.
Oh my God.
I've got to have avocado and asparagus because they're my superfoods. So I don't do that. I just quietly look at the fucking menu and think to myself, what would be good to eat? I
can't.
Or listen, it's got to be half cauliflower crust, half gluten-free. I need red onions only because yellow onions give me gas. I'm like, then what the fuck are we doing in an Italian restaurant? You can't have tomatoes, onions, garlic. I mean, what are we doing here?
Most foods.
What are we doing here?
Yeah, anything remotely.
Oh, you like Alfredo's? Can't have cream. Anything with cream. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing
That's
here?
Italian, Mexican, Indian.
Everything.
Mediterranean.
You don't like flavor. And seasoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way, and ironically, those things keep you healthy. Garlic, onion, spice, seasoning. This is how people stay healthy in other countries. And just to watch an adult be like, I can't eat it. It has a tomato. I almost lost my mind. I was like, just pick it off, you fucking. You know what I mean?
I'm not a fucking pineapple pizza guy. Okay.
Most people aren't.
I'm not.
No, you have to be a little crazy.
But if one shows up, I'm picking the fucking pineapple off of it and throwing it off to the side. And if you like it, take the pineapple. I'm just going to eat it. Yeah, there'll be a little sugary taste to it.
It's okay.
But wipe your fucking...
You know what it is? Maybe it's that I find it the audacity of somebody to hold up everyone else. You know what I mean? Like, this is about me, the cluelessness of that. Is that what this is bothering me? Like, I would never do that because I'd be mortified.
Ever. Also, you know what they do in the back?
Mortified.
They take your plate with a fork and they just flick the tomatoes off
I
like you should
know.
fucking done out there at the table.
Thank
That's
you.
It. Now, Garrett, it's a new piece.
That's what they do.
They warmed it up for 10 minutes.
That's what they do. That's what you do to your toddler,
They also
too.
dip their nuts on it, spit on it.
Yes.
That's the problem I have. Like, I had a girlfriend that used to argue before we order the food. I'm like, hey, you wait till the food gets here. Then you have your problems. Okay?
Well,
you don't fucking.
You don't fuck with the servers. And not
I
only
hate
that,
people that don't like treat. I hate people that treat servers like shit.
Samesies. And because if you've worked I've been a waitress. I've been a server.
That's what I was going to ask you. You've done
several. I've worked at a French
yeah.
restaurant. I've been a cocktail waitress. I've worked at a Chinese restaurant. I've fucking done Indian food. I've done it all, bro. And I can assure you that your ketchup is not as fucking important as you think it is. Yeah. Go on with your meal. She'll come around with the fucking ketchup when she has a minute. Like, so I think too, I get really like you don't know what it's like to be on, like the line cook, for instance. That's a line cook that's in that restaurant. And he's got a fucking stack of tickets, right? Because it's dinner rush. And do you think he wants to stop and back up all these fucking tickets so that this pussy in table 11A can have the tomato
chunks? That's what he's doing. He's just.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it makes me crazy. Like, you're making that guy's life hard. I don't know. My palms are. I'm so.
I used to have a friend, and I stopped hanging out with her. I wouldn't go in public with her anymore because she was always just disrespectful to the server. And every time we would go out, every time there was an issue with something. Something was going back. Every fucking time something was going back.
It's so embarrassing.
Every time. And I was like, I'm done with this.
Done.
Yeah.
Oh, my mom was mean to servers. I think that's why it bothers me. Because, like, mentally ill people love fucking with wait staff. It's like their jam, you know, because they're so vulnerable, those people.
I like that you think the mentally ill have that one thing dialed in.
It's true. If you've worked,
fuck with servers.
It's true. If you've worked in service, you know that the mentally ill love to torture
they like to
you.
yell at you and shit.
Yeah, because you're an easy target.
Taking out on you. That's where all the Karens get their fucking power.
Yeah.
Just taking it out on regular people.
On regular people.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Anyway, that was my drama. I couldn't, and I've been thinking about it for days. You know, when you just get stuck on something like that, days, the tomato. Just take it off, man. I've been thinking about it. I want to call him and confront this
you
motherfucker.
Should.
Like,
you really should.
Listen.
Hey, listen. Remember 3 weeks ago when we... But yeah, I can't... I'm with you on that person that has to order. But also, like... You know, we all know you can't have gluten. We all know you can't have cauliflower. We all know you can't have green leafy vegetables. So keep that business to yourself.
Keep it to yourself.
The waiter or waitress doesn't need to know either.
Nobody
Just
cares.
fucking order what works for you. That's it.
Just keep your
like,
keep
why
it to
I
yourself.
can't have turkey. I can't have. Who gives a fuck? Then eat right. There's something on there you can have. Eat that. Eat that. Eat that.
Anyway, I love you so much, and I'm happy you're alive. Thank God you're alive. I mean, what a disaster that was. That was a bad phone call to get. Yeah. Tommy was, I think, out of the country.
He was.
And he calls me. He's like, Ryan's not doing good. I was like, no. So I'm stoked that you're sitting here and you're in Momston.
Thank you.
So let everybody know. Start plugging your shit again.
Yeah,
Let's
please
hear it.
Watch my special, Lefty's Son. I directed it myself.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I did. I did everything myself with my good friend Sam Vollen, who edited as well. But so many people help. But it's available on YouTube now. Go to my YouTube, subscribe, comment all over it, and come see me on tour. Everything you can get. I'm Ryan Sickler on social media and RyanSickler.com. It's all there.
He's all there, and you guys should definitely check him out. You're just one of the funniest human beings.
That's
you're such a
nice.
great
Thank
stand-up, and he has his podcast too, The Honeydew. Don't forget to check that out.
Please. And the Patreon. I'm telling you, the Patreon. Speaking of which, I just had a guy that had a double lung transplant. I just talked to a kid that was in the classroom of the Michigan State shooting where 2 kids died. Like, the stories are fucking insane. They're insane.
I hear that a lung transplant is so hard to recover
A double
from.
lung transplant. You want to hear what's crazy?
Yes.
He ends up marrying his donor's girlfriend, and they're now having a baby.
How are the baby's lungs?
I don't know. It's not born yet.
Oh, okay.
But I think they're going to be all right.
Okay. Well, we'll check that out. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss a single episode of Where My Mom's At. And come see me do stand-up. Leave me a voicemail, 213-375-5184, or an email, wheremymomsat@gmail.com. And that's it. Until next time, stay cool, moms. Bye. Hi, Mommy. Thank you for watching that episode. Did you like what you see? I hope you did. So why don't you subscribe? Just click the subscribe button and, hit the notification bell so you can get notified. And also, why don't you watch another video? Watch one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, down there, whatever. There's so much stuff, bro. I make these all the time for you to watch. That's why I'm here. I love you.